this the center? Yes, it is. Okay, welcome back to my channel, guys. This is part 2 of my last video. You guys will realize that I am wearing the same outfit, and it's because honestly I'm feeling myself today. I'm feeling pretty good, so hoping this video for the third time's a charm, it actually goes through and it works. So before I get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment down below anything you'd like to do or anything you'd like to say. There you go. So today's video is the Miss Washington Latina experience. I have some questions on here that I've kept throughout the experience itself, and after asking you guys what you guys want to ask me, I actually noted them down under my notes. So let's get started. Okay, so first one is, what is your weight and height? So my weight is, it fluctuates big time. At the moment it's like 150, like 154, 155, but before I did get into the beauty pageant itself, it was 167, I think, and my height is, on a good day, it's probably like a 5'5", and on a bad day, it's like a 5'4.5" or something. I haven't actually weighed myself, or I mean, I haven't checked my height in forever, but yeah. Next one, what made you try out? So long story short, my mom was the one who she didn't push me to do this. She was the one who mentioned it from the very beginning. She's like, hey, like, you should try this out. You've always wanted to do something like this. Why don't you try it out? And at first I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm doing that, Mom. And I can tell by her look, like, she like really wanted me to do this, and I kind of wanted to. It was just my insecurities at first, where I was just like, yeah, I never do anything like this. Like, I'm never gonna let myself be out there like that. But I did it, and I made it for the most part. So yeah. Next one, what was it like? From like the experience itself, it was amazing. You wouldn't think, like, you get an interview and then you start these modeling practices and you meet these amazing girls.
Jennifer, Aguascalientes.
Leilani, Colima, Michoacán. Edith, Guadalajara, Jalisco.
Leilani, Estado de México.
Mariana, Colombia. Yadira, Guadalajara, Jalisco.
Paola, México DF.
Aglaí, Perú. Bonnie Mendoza, El Salvador.
Jenny Jiménez, Mazatlán, Sinaloa.
Marisela Marroquín, El Salvador.
Isabela Pereira, Colombia.
Giselle Carranza, Guadalajara, Jalisco.
Gabriela, Cali, Colombia. Annette, Guadalajara, Jalisco.
Hannah Matuta, Mérida, Venezuela.
And like, you go on TV.
Hola amigos, soy su amigo Oliver Moyete.
Todos Fields Insiders.
Recuerden, es muy importante que no se vayan a perder la oportunidad de vivir la experiencia de
Miss Washington Latina.
y también de
Miss Washington Latina.
próximo 30 de junio. No se lo pierdan.
You go on a hike, you take photos, you have a photo section up above some cliff. It was pretty amazing itself. It was a lot of experiences all built in one, so it was pretty cool. The experience itself, I'd definitely do it again. I actually want to be in another beauty pageant, but I haven't heard of any yet, so keep an eye out on that. Next one, what motivated you to try out, and what were your insecurities? So like I mentioned earlier, my biggest insecurity was my weight, and still is. I know a lot of people battle with like different things, but I feel like I can lose more weight, and that's always my mindset, and that was the number one problem why I didn't want to join. And what the reason why I did join and what motivated me was that beauty pageant, it didn't have a height, it didn't have a weight, it didn't have a certain like Hispanic type of look that they were looking for. Like there was no requirements or whatsoever. When I did join though, they did tell me, hey, like it'd be best if you lost some weight. Of course they kind of worded it differently, but although there wasn't requirements, they did tell me that, so that was one of the things I did focus on. And so it was losing weight, and the biggest insecurity that I have is my arms. Like I have this, I call them Hispanic arms. A lot of Hispanics that I at least know and I've met, we all have like this fat right here, and it drives me nuts. Like I can't take any photos like side without like flexing on them, you know, like right now, like all these muscles, you know, they're looking pretty good. But yeah, my arms are my biggest insecurity. At first it was my Spanish too. It wasn't a requirement to speak Spanish, but it would definitely help you type of thing. But I got better throughout the experience, the Miss Washington Latina experience itself. So the next one is, how did the other girls treat you? Gosh. So this is the one, I had to record this like 2 other times because on this part, it's the part that's, I don't want to, obviously I'm not going to name any names, I'm not going to bash on any of the girls, but one thing, I came in and a lot of the girls, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys will realize, but a lot of the times you know when a girl's being fake with you. And even one of the mentors mentioned it, like it was a Miss USA actually, the mentor that we had for a few days, but she herself said it, like there's definitely going to be girls who, how did she word it? I don't know, she worded it in some way where she basically said there's definitely going to be girls who are like, oh, cute shoes, but they're the same ones who trip you type of thing, you know, like they're totally fake. And that wasn't the case with all the girls, so don't get me wrong either. That was just, yeah, I walked in and I was like, yeah, I'm probably going to get this, and it did happen, but most of the like experience itself, a lot of the girls were nice. It's just, even after the beauty pageant, like you got to see their true colors type of thing, like they lost and whatever, and so they're not going to continue being fake. So that's sad about the girls. Like they were nice throughout the experience itself, but you can tell like it was fake. So yeah, what did you learn? One thing I learned was don't bash on yourself. I came in with a mindset where like, oh, these other girls are prettier, and I can definitely, like, I just didn't go with the right mindset. Like, I should have gone in with, like, keep your head up tilt high, and you were the best type of thing, but I would compare myself to these other girls who were smaller, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm a lot thicker, like, I don't know, I put myself, like, down so many times, and, yeah, that's just one thing I would definitely would recommend if you plan on doing anything like that, or you're interested in anything in general. Just be you. That's my biggest lesson. Like, be you. You'll make it if it's meant to be type of thing, and if it's not meant to be, you can always push yourself to become a better you. They're not your competition. Your own competition, which was like the thing that I got out the most. Like, it's not them, it's you. Like, you just need to mentally, physically, like whatever you need to do, just get it done and be the best you can be type of thing. What was your best experience? My most memorable experience was when I was on TV. I got to be in Como News, like on Univision. It's a Hispanic, whatchamacallit? Like a TV show, not TV show, but it's like its own channel pretty much, and that one was amazing. Although it was like for a few seconds, like I got to like, and it wasn't just once, I got to be on my dad's jobs, his commercials, and it was pretty cool because not once in my whole entire life would I have been like, yeah, that's gonna be one day I'm gonna be on that TV, and although it's for a few seconds, I'm gonna be on that TV. Never did that ever cross my mind, so that was probably the best thing that I got to experience that whole entire thing. Next one, someone you admired. So someone that I did admire was, her name was Michelle. She was one of the other mentors. I definitely admired her, and the reason being is because ever since she first walked in through those doors, she came in with the like just so confident in herself. And I definitely, like I mentioned earlier, it's something that I wish I could have had. I did lack a lot of self-confidence, and I wish I can go back and like teach myself that. Like now that I like lost and like I've done these multiple experiences after the Latina experience itself, I look back and I'm like, I could have been more confident. That's all I lacked. It was my confidence that I should have, like, you know, but what can you do? How come you, so this one is what I got a lot. How come you lost, and what was your lesson learned? So the reason I lost, I up to this day don't know why I lost. I can't put my finger on it, and I don't think they were able to tell you why you lost or anything like that, but oh, somebody's calling me. I don't think you're able to, they're able to tell you why you lost, but I just know okay, let me say something. The girl who won, Edith, the Miss Washington Latina, I am so happy. If you watch this, Edith, you're amazing. I am glad you won because, like I mentioned earlier, I did get a lot of that fakeness from, like, a vibe from these other girls, and now I see it, and I am glad you won because you're out here actually making changes. Your confidence, I can see, girl, you're like killing it. And so as far as why I lost, I'm not sure. I wasn't even placed in like the top 5, and there were another 2 girls that were not placed in the top 5, which I honestly, I don't think it was rigged, but I believe if it wasn't me in this top 5, it should have been the other 2 girls. And that's all I'm gonna say. So that's that. And the lesson I learned out of all this was what I mentioned earlier, and another thing too, there was another mentor, his name was Damien, and up to this day I still remember what he said to us because it is true. So although I had lost, my biggest outcome out of that is, although I did not win, I did gain a lot of confidence in myself. And the other thing too is, although I didn't win that day, it doesn't mean that these girls are more beautiful, they're more smarter. It has nothing to do with them. It just means that I myself wasn't prepared for the next step. So like in the meantime, I can definitely put my best foot forward and just get ready for the next one. So that's that. And the following one I also got a lot is, what is your tip? My tip is just be yourself. Definitely do prepare for anything like this. I don't think like there's any other better tips than that. And don't let anybody else make you self-conscious. Don't let them put you down. The night of the beauty pageant, I do remember crying. Like, I was bawling my eyes out, and it wasn't because I lost. It's because the one person that like, everybody that I loved was there, but the one person that I wanted to be there was not there for me. And up to this day, like, it sucks just thinking about it, but I mean, like, what can you do? If I can go back, I would definitely just keep my chin up, you know? So girls, if you do ever plan on doing anything like this, keep your head up. Wear that, like, invisible tiara until you get that tiara, and don't stop if you don't win that first time or your second time or third time. You will eventually win. You're just not prepared that day. So that's all for this video. I wanted to keep it nice, short, and simple because there's not much to say about this, and it was a really good experience, don't get me wrong. So I did finish the last video, the Miss Washington Latina experience, and I went out and I remembered my camera had died, so I never actually finished recording it. But yeah, like I was saying though, I hope you guys take it to heart what I have to say, and you guys actually do take my advice, especially if it's something that you want to do in the future. I would definitely say do it, and definitely go for it. Don't let your insecurities get to you, and yeah, don't let nothing stop you from you following your dreams. But yeah, that's pretty. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video and share it if you honestly have a friend who wants or who needs this advice or who wants to do a beauty pageant in general. Feel free to share it with anybody, and don't forget to drop down the comment down below. I love you guys.